Hey guys, what's up? Last video I told you I would take out the 1.6 in my Miata, and today I'm going to start by removing the bonnet, jacking up the car and taking out the engine. Then I'm going to spray paint the engine bay. Next weekend I will pick up a 1.8 engine and I will put it in. Well, let's get to it. I always find it very easy to label all the plugs you take out and all the wires. So this is the idle valve, this is the throttle body position sensor, and here we have fuel rail, crank angle sensor and ignition and all those kind of things. So I'm taking off every plug one by one, and as I said, it's really light. As you can see, there's a lot more room to work with, and that's always a great thing when you're taking out the entire engine. The airbox out, the coil pack is out, the heat shield is out, and as you can see, I took off a lot of wires and the plugs here, spark plug wires, and now I want to disconnect the starter motor. I believe the AC is held down with 1, 2 and 2 on the bottom and 1 here, or maybe only 4, so 2 on here and 2 on the bottom, and this is the bracket which holds down onto the engine. So I need to get the under tray of the car, and as you can see, this is my lip. I will do a install video on it soon, and I already have scraped it a bit. The coolant is draining. This will take a bit, but will go a lot faster when I Japanese engineering, I love it. There is a inspection hole here where I can access the lower clamp on the radiator, so I can take it off and then I can pull out the entire radiator. So now I should be able to pull it out quite easy. Just tilt it back and yeah, it pops right out. And when it's out, it can't be damaged by an engine swinging right into it, and there's a lot more room to work with. The AC compressor is out, so I'm going to remove this bracket here. Looks like it's held down with 1, 2, 3 bolts, and then there should be plenty room to get the entire engine out. So far I've been working on the car for 3 to 4 hours. Took out all of the wires, AC compressor, power steering, exhaust, and yeah, it took a lot longer than expected, but now I'm left with the gearbox fluid. I need to drain it, then I can take out the drive shaft, power plant, beam underneath the car, which is connected from your differential to your gearbox, and then I can loosen the motor mounts, take out the engine, and I'm happy. So, I see you guys under the car. So hopefully there is enough light for you guys. And now I should be able to pull this out. Yes, perfect. It's held down with 1 clamp here. There's the other one. And once oh, that's a bracket as well. And then it's getting this frame here loosened. Yeah, the exhaust. Probably I will find like 10 other things that needs to be loosened or removed or whatever. Well, it worked. And now it's back under the car again, and then when I'm under the car I need to get rid of the beam and the drive shaft. So I need to take off the oil from the gearbox, and then I should be able to take out the engine once I've loosened the engine mounts. So let's find out. And I'm very interested how much oil is in the gearbox. Probably not a lot, because that's nasty. So I let this drain for a bit, and it looks like there's a lot of metal in there and it looks really old. But let it drain for a bit, then take out these 3 bolts, drive shaft, and then pull the engine out. The car is driving a little bit strange on the freeway when going over bumps, and this probably has something to do with it. The differential just snapped off and it's only held down with one mounting point, so that's probably the reason why it was driving a little bit strange. Just a little bit. But now let's see if I can get a cheap diff somewhere and put it in and throw this in the bin. But let's continue on taking out the drive shaft and probably the diff at the same time. The rear bolts on the drive shaft are out, so now I'm loosening the power plant frame, and then I think I'm going to take off the exhaust just to create some room, and yeah, then take out the engine. Well guys, taking out the engine was pretty easy. There was a lot of work which you need to do before you can take the engine out, like taking off all of the water lines, taking out the AC, power steering, all those things. It's a lot of work. It took me around 5 hours from driving it in, and the engine is here and there's no engine in here. So now I'm going to take out the differential because, as you've seen, it's broken, and yeah, I can't drive with one diff bolt in it to England, so I'm going to take that out. Then I'm going to get a wire brush and get all of the surface rust out of the way here, and then put a quick layer of paint over it, and I'm done for today. This side is off, and now onto the other side. I grinded all of the rust away here and gave it a quick layer of paint. Well guys, I hope you liked the video and are happy that the 1.6 is out and the 1.8 is coming in next week. If you did, give the video a thumbs up, share the video. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more Miata videos and car videos in general. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.